Cologne EC Details back with another episode. Listen, get closer. Get closer. Ooh, get closer. I'm burned. No, I'm not burning up, okay? I'm just fat. But hear me out. Welcome back to another episode. I'm so excited to share this with you. We're gonna be doing a review of Armour Detail Supply. Armour Detail Supply. With that, we're gonna be using a few of their products in today's video. We're gonna be using their new wheel cleaner. Cool thing about this wheel cleaner is I have a wheel cleaner that I'm using now. Shout out to Mafra. But this wheel cleaner claims to be one for the record books, pH balance formula. I have a brand new BMW that my customer's selling. You're like, why would he sell it? Listen, people do what they do. He's selling it, so we need to do a couple things. We need to get it washed, clean, polished. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go over their line. But first, let's learn a little something about Armour Detail Supply. 2023, full of new music, new companies, new products, and two men who decided it was time to take chemicals into their own hand. Introducing Armour Detail Supply. Brad and DJ come together to formulate some of the best products that have hit the market since DIY. Here's their story. 4 years ago, two men decided, hey, we're done. We're done buying trash. We should do something about it. They look at each other. They do that gaze. They sit down and they're like, we're gonna create Armour Detail Supply. With a focus on ceramic coatings for both the enthusiast and the professional. Now with the maintenance lines of Decon Soaps, Shampoo Plus, and a wheel cleaner that after you see this video is gonna change your mind about MV Purge being the best. You're gonna take 3 ounces of our Decon soap. You're gonna pour it into your beaker. You're gonna pour it inside your MJJC, your Dollar Cannon, your foam blaster, whatever you're using. 3 ounces go into that, fill it up with water, and let's foam the car. Rinse off the car. So far, the things that I'm really liking about the coating is the coating. This guy, what's wrong with him? So far, the things I'm loving about the soap is the smell is it's not bad. It doesn't have a bad smell. It smells good. When you do spray off, all the dirt did come off. Yeah, the car is protected with the coating. There's no residue on the paint that I can feel. The paint does feel a little contaminated, but like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and polish this car for him because we gotta get it to perfect before he sells it. Soap, so far, 5 out of 5. The use, ease of use, so far, 5 out of 5. You do have to use 3 ounces of product to get the best results, and then you do want to leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes. But look, when you're using a Decon soap that's high pH, that's what you want anyway. You're gonna use it as a pre-wash. I'm gonna foam the car with Shampoo Plus. We're gonna do a contact wash. I'll do the wheels last. Eddie, why are you doing the wheels last? Cause I'm lazy. That's where we're at, kids. And we're gonna do 1 ounce. That's all that is required for the foam canning. This is super concentrated soap. You're gonna take the 1 ounce. The smell, berries. What kind of berries, Eddie? I don't know, but listen, if this wasn't a fruit bowl, I'll be eating it, smelling it, living it. Not gonna lie. The Flipposaurus. So you can see how it's pulling down. You can see how it's pulling down the dirt. You can see how the soap is working. We're gonna use our Klein towel, and we're just gonna start washing it. Yeah. Eddie, how does it feel? I'll show you how it feels. Look, one finger. Enjoy the process of using soap. Flip it over. Oh my gosh, he just touched that. My guy keeps his car clean. Put it back, hit the roof. Look how slick that is. Pretty slick, guys. It smells amazing. And it cleans very good. Easy rinse off, check that out. There's nothing clinging to the paint. It is easy rinse off. Look. There's no soap on that hood after I wash it, none. But anything Opti is gonna leave a residue, no, I'm joking. There's some soaps that do leave a lot of residue on your car, and you have to use a lot of water to take off the soap. But with this, the Decon soap was very easy to use. It didn't smell. It brought back a coating that, for real, it was dead. This coating was dead. I thought it was dead, still alive. And then the Shampoo Plus did an amazing job when you spray it on and you foam it on to not stick. It does a good job pulling dirt down, but it wasn't sticking, making the spray off super easy. So far, A+ on the soap, on Decon soap, A+ on the smell for Shampoo Plus. It smells like berries, awesome to use, easy to use, cheap to use. Doesn't mean it's cheap, my guys. They just did it right. We're gonna go over the tire. We're gonna use the wheel and tire cleaner. These rims are coated with NV wheel, and they are still holding up. So that's the only wheel coating I did use for a super long time. I'm gonna use Mafra for the tire to get it clean, and then we'll go through, I'll polish the car, come back and show you how to apply the Pro Coating. Let's go. Their new wheel cleaner. So what I'm gonna do first is use the wheel cleaner. You wanna get yourself a woolly, you don't wanna go in there and do damage. Get yourself a nice brush. This is from Detail Factory. And then for the faces, using the Rag Company. That one's pretty great. You're gonna take this and you just wanna spray it. Oh, look at that. Look how it has like surfactants and iron in it. Wait, it does have iron in it. So I wanna talk about this product for a second because it's giving me vibes from another product. You're like, what vibes, Eddie? It is giving me NV Purge vibes. It smells a little bit better than NV Purge. And NV Purge is my go-to wheel cleaner, period. If I need a one and done, I'm using the Mafra one, but look at how that interacts. Look, it does break down iron. Look at all that. Wow, that's insane. Let's give that, let's have a moment of silence, because this is cheaper than NV Purge. And if it cleans as good as NV Purge, yeah, she's done. If it cleans cheaper than NV Purge, good Lord, pray for everyone. So I'm gonna take my wheel wheelie. I'm gonna go in there and you can see all that dirt coming out of it. You can see all that grime. coming from the bottom. You're like, Eddie, I can't see. Yeah, you can. Stop capping. Look at that. Wow. This is goodness gracious almighty, kids. This wheel cleaner, it might be goated. It might be goated. Let me get my lugs here. You know, get your lug brush situation going, get your brush game going, get the middle emblem. Let me get it did take all the iron off. You can see the grime. Get that. Get each one of these here. And you're like, at this point, Eddie, what do you do with the tire? That's a good question. You might have to use another tire cleaner to get the tire itself if you're gonna go this route. But I always go around like this. I try to go in between. And then good golly, this stuff is lit. Now, I want to tell you something. There was a lot of brake dust in there. And you can see from the bottom how all that dirt's coming off here. And you can see that it is coated. And I'm gonna zoom in so you can see the wheel. That had a crap ton of brake dust right there. A ton. Day 2, so the customer called yesterday after I washed it, sent him some photos, and he was like, look, I want my car to look perfect. I'm like, what's that mean? I was like, do you think I'm Jesus? And I looked on the outside, did the look to the left, kind of like I'm pondering what he's gonna say. And he was like, look, I just want it perfect because I want to sell it. So we did a 2-step. I didn't put that on camera because it took a while, but I want to show you what the car looks like. It looks pretty dope already without the ceramic coating. Look at this, baby. So then what's next? The last step in this process that I want to share with you is this. This is the Armour Detail Supply Pro Coating. It's about 87% solids, 99% purity. Not sure what that means. Not sure what that means. But here's what you get in the box. So here's what you get in the box. You get an applicator. You get preparation card. It tells you how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, you shouldn't be a pro. You get yourself a nice touch, a nice green touch here. And then you get the bottle, the thickness in the bottle. We're gonna show you how to apply it. We're gonna talk about some of the things that I realized wasn't working well. But before we do that, a word from our sponsor. Hey, Mike G, thanks for sending me this. Mike G's channel's in the description below. Subscribe to his. Mike G was kind enough to send me a brand new bottle of Pro to use, and I'm excited to see what it's about. 2 things Bradley said. Bradley said to me, Eddie, she thick. I'm like my wife thick? Like, what do you mean thick, bruh? He goes, thick. It's about 80 degrees in here. The humidity, it's about 45. How do you know? I have a dehumidifier, and this morning it was about 35. I opened the garage doors because it was hot. Like it's so hot that my neck started smelling like bacon. We're gonna go over this section of the car here. I'm gonna show you how to apply it. Let's go! Car, we have some here, we have some here. The rest of the car is good to go. You're like, did you miss it? No, I was testing a compound on this section and didn't realize it. We're gonna use our Rupes 3-inch. I'm gonna dab it on. We're using a Dutch, and then we're just gonna use it on speed 4.5 like they say. The good thing about this compound, it's got cold cut technology, meaning with foam, you can get that cut and finish with this compound. Do it. So that is about where I want to be, but you can see that the gloss is, and I'm gonna spray that on this panel before I touch it. And I'd use another Klein towel. You're like, Eddie, why so many Kleins? Because they're the best, bro. Klein towels are the best. Get that section, and then we're gonna coat the car. Do a little shake action there. Shake. You're gonna take your pad, you're gonna open the top, And look how viscous that is. That thing is, look at that. You see how thick that is? So I always prime the pad first, do about a line on there, like that. I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna apply it like I would any other coating. I have enough to do this section. I'm doing a test spot right now. Anytime you dabble with new coatings, you don't know how they interact in your environment. So do this section first and then crosshatch. It's thick, but it's easy to apply so far in the sense of application. You get this at DIY. This is an auto fiber towel. On the top part, it's been a minute. The first wipe is a bit grabby. So when you level a coating, the goal of leveling is just to level the solvents. But since this doesn't have a lot of solvents in it, right? You do your first leveling and then you want to buff it off. And I could just tell right away that when you do the buff off, it is slick. I didn't leave any on. You can tell if I left any on that's slick right now to the touch. If I left more on, you can see the hazing or you can see a high spot. I don't see any high spots. So I'm gonna go around the car, I'm gonna do the rest of it, and I'll get back to you and tell you my thoughts on the whole process from the decon soap to the shampoo plus to adapt to the wheel cleaner. All that was phenomenal, but let's see how this coating interacts. Give you some pros and cons. Decon soap, great. I apologize for leading you guys astray. It doesn't smell bad. Doesn't smell amazing either. And let's give it an in-between. It's kind of like your first time kissing a girl. You're like, ooh, that was gross. Until you realize, ooh, she was gross, right? Decon soap, good soap, 9 out of 10. Shampoo Plus, berries, foaming action, 1 ounce, super dilutable, bam, good to go. The wheel cleaner, Envy Purge, look, Envy Purge, bring it in, look, bring it in. Grab a seat, take a seat, you're tired. Wheel cleaner's here to take your job. That stuff was fire, that stuff was impressive. I'm an Envy Purge fanboy. That stuff was French kiss. The coating, let's talk about the coating here. So shout out to Mike for sending me this, right? Look at this, this right here. 2 things, I'm gonna tell you 2 things. It goes on thick, right? That's not a con or a pro, but the con is the wipe off was kind of sticky, then it got slick. That's the only con. 2, the second thing is, this is not a con, this is just caution, right? Red flags. My guys, those of you who think you could go through a whole car in 20 minutes with this, you're kidding yourself. If you leave a high spot, you leave it more for 20 minutes, you're buffing it off. There was 2 spots I had to buff off, 1 on the roof, 1 on the quarter of the panel that I missed. It was just a tiny quarter, had to do it. With that said, the gloss is thick, the slickness is there, and it's thick. So if you like your girls thick, or ladies, if you like your men, anyway, if you like it thick, that coating's it. If you like glossy, that coating's it. But so far, so good with this brand. I want to tell everyone, there's up and coming brands, and this is one of them that you really, really need to pay attention to. Adapt for the door jambs, adapt for the engine. Wheel cleaner, Envy Purge, take a seat. The Decon soap, it did what it said it was gonna do. Everything I used from this brand from when I started this project has been tremendous. With that said, and yet, go down to the description below. Whole Armour is your coupon code, save 10%, support the small business. Brad and DJ, they're doing work. This stuff is good. 2, fakedeals.com, whole bunch of shirts on there, hats and stuff. Support the channel. You're like, Eddie, where's that money going to? You know the last giveaway we did where we gave away 5 things? We're doing a huge giveaway at 2,000. It's gonna be huge. Help support the brand, help to support Detail Roast, where Jamie, myself, and my Canadian brethren Deward will be giving away some products there. With that said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the support. Road to 2,000. We're about 600 away. Can't wait to get there. Buy yourself some Decon soap, some wheel cleaner, and get yourself some coatings that really work. With that said, Eddie Cologne, I'm out.